Airbus, of course, is one of the big giants of the whole aerospace industry. But what about when we start getting into the urban air mobility area? Well, I'm with Harini Kulatunga. Harini, you're Vice President of the Unmanned Aerial Mobility Systems, aren't you, for Airbus? You do a lot more, though, than just aircraft, don't you?
Yes, we are focusing not only on the aircraft, we are looking at the infrastructure, the unmanned traffic management systems, how do we safely integrate these air vehicles into the airspace, and we are talking to the city authorities on moving forward on regulation, on certification, on how we can integrate these vehicles into city planning and transport networks, and finally, how do we make this service available to the consumer and the end user. So we are looking at all those aspects of the UAM ecosystem that makes this a viable market in the future.
And how do you see that coming together? Because there's a lot of disparate parts all looking at how it works. How do you see that actually gluing together so we actually get a single market, if you like?
Okay, so Airbus has a history of being a system integrator, bringing together different industrial partners, working with different stakeholders, both regulatory as well as government, working with our customers, potential customers. So we want to play the role of the system integrator, the person who brings together all these different aspects of the UAM solution and enables the market to happen. So that's going to be our strategy, our focus going forward.
Now, the cost of entry into this whole aerospace industry is immense. There's 150 different players out there at the moment. How realistic do you see it that it will actually ever happen, given that huge cost and, if you like, a very small market at the moment of potential passengers?
We, of course, want all those players to succeed because this is not only Airbus's vision, we want it to be the vision of many other industries and stakeholders. And in terms of the cost of enabling this market, it is a very expensive cost to certify, regulate these aircrafts, but we also want the regulators to move forward and change their approach to how they certify these vehicles. It's too early to say what that might be, but if the regulators speak with the industry early, not just with Airbus, with all the other startups and industries in this space, and adapt to the changing demands of this new market and move a bit more faster in regulating and certifying these aircrafts, then I believe the task won't be as daunting and as expensive as we feel it might be.
Realistically, when do you think we're going to be able to step in to an unmanned urban aircraft and go to where we want to go?
Well, in terms of Airbus, we are predicting our vehicles to be able to fly around mid-2020s and to transport people over a city in 2030 timeline. That's not to say there will be other aircraft manufacturers who might be available much sooner than that. This is an aviation industry is at an exciting time, so I do not want to predict when that would be, but I would suspect it will be sooner rather than later.
Lovely. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.